Welcome everyone. We are now in the NIR SIG. My name is Melody and I will be your MC for today. The NIR SIG is to share information relating to operations, policies, and procedures of national internet registries with the aim of promoting close cooperation among NIRs, between the NIRs, and also the JPNIC Secretariat. Before we begin, I have three things to remind you. And the first one is also our code of conduct published on JPNIC 50 website and also on the chat. If you have any questions or comments, you can use the raise hand button so you can unmute yourself, or you can type it in the Q&A box and we will read them out for you. Any questions not related to presentations, you can post them in the Zoom chat box and our Zoom moderator will help you there. If you're feeling confident today, how about sharing a photo of you joining us from home or office on Twitter or Facebook using the hashtag JPNIC50. That's all from me. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the chair and co-chair for the NIR SIG. Our chair will be Billy Cheon from KISA, and also co-chair will be Zen Yu from JPNIC. Billy will introduce our speakers for this session and also moderate the Q&A. So I will pass the floor to you, Billy. It may seem that we are facing some technical difficulties. While we wait, you can check out our hashtag on Twitter, JPNIC50, to see the latest updates and posts from our community and also photos that has been shared. So we're just waiting for Billy to unmute himself. As you know, this is the first time JPNIC is organizing a fully virtual conference. So while we are fixing some technical issues right now, how about sharing a photo of yourself on Twitter or Facebook using hashtag JPNIC50, or join us in the JPNIC social space if you have the free time. Should I start now? So go ahead, Billy, if you are ready. Sorry, Billy, we can't hear you. You might want to try and select the right setting for your microphone. Sorry, Billy, we can't hear you. Billy, we can't hear you right now. So if you can select the right setting for your audio, that will be great. So just try choosing another setting and that might fix the problem for you. While Billy is trying to fix his audio issues, can I have Zen Yu, who may be able to help us introduce our speakers for the NIR SIG? Zen Yu, can you help to introduce our speakers while Billy tries to fix his audio issues?
Okay. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead, Zhenyu.
Okay. Today we have 5 speakers in the first one is we welcome David from JPNIC to make the JPNIC update. 我这边太黑了，我想一个一个的。
Anyone see my screen?
Yes, David, please go ahead.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Zhenyu, for the time. I'm David from JPNIC, and today I will make some updates on what happened to JPNIC in the past 6 months. As an NIR, JPNIC is not only responsible to manage and distribute IP address from JPNIC, we also have responsibilities to serve a member, to support our internet national development, and we also held some training and workshops, and we also do some cooperating with JPNIC. If we talk about the numbers, we look at this chart, we can see that JPNIC member is increased year by year. And this year, our total member is increased about 20% compared by the last year. Our member is basically spread across Indonesia, but most of our member is located in Jakarta, and the second is in West Java, and the third is in East Java. From the type, our member is majority mostly in corporate and association, and the second is ISP. The third is government, and then the smallest one is the education. And from this number, we can see that Indonesia, the total of internet service provider in Indonesia is quite high. We have almost 500 ISPs in Indonesia. And since 20 years ago, we have distributed more than 2063/24 block IPv4 addresses. And we can see the demand for the IPv address is increased year by year. And for IPv6 allocation, we have allocated more than 16 million/40x IPv6. And then how we serve our member, I will make some updates on what happened in the past 6 months. The first is come from our member service. And this is our JPNIC portal. JPNIC portal is actually the portal that we dreamed more than 10 years ago. And it's officially launched on 2017. And now it's a portal for a member to do like manage their internet resources. And they can do some whois updates. And also they can create a ROA. And recently we make some updates to JPNIC so it integrates to our trouble ticket system. JPNIC has a great and simple user experience for its users to able to create, update, or even delete on whois objects. So, and this month we plan to improve this user interface to be a self-documented, so our JPNIC user can learn by themselves on how to manage the internet resources. And the interesting part is JPNIC now can able to, JPNIC users now able to create ROA from my JPNIC. They can create or update or maybe delete their ROA from my JPNIC, and it also has the maximum length feature. And then we recently update our portal to support resource transfer. So now our member can directly transfer the resources from my JPNIC. Actually, the user interface is we adapt from my JPNIC. And my JPNIC users can create a ticket directly and can reach our housemaster and help desk team directly from my JPNIC. And the interesting part is every ticket created from email is recorded and can be shown via my JPNIC. So it's synchronized between the ticket that you send via email and the ticket that you create via my JPNIC. And the second is the news that come from our help desk and houstemaster operation. We can see in the past 3 months that the demand of and the category of the ticket is the highest is from my JPNIC, and this show the enthusiasm of our member to use my JPNIC portal. And the second is about who is update, and the third is about ROA, and then about reverse CNS, and the fourth is about highest number application. And the good news is JPNIC recently launched a product. It's called Cadabra. It's a smart platform, and basically it's a road collector, and it's a smart platform for our members to track their resources on the internet. And it's built on the top of heterogeneous ecosystem. Actually, it's built on top of Kubernetes. And the main feature of Cadabra is the routing information service. Basically, it's a BGP stream platform in the near real time. So we can see in the screenshot here in the live side, we can see in the JSON object is a BGP stream messages that we can show it. We can see in the near real time manners, and we can even filter it by the prefix, by the ISPads, or by the route collector. And Cadabra is RPKI compliant, so we can track the RPKI deployment in Indonesia easily. We can see in the bottom of the right of the screenshot, there is a JSON object called ROA status. It's valid, and we can save this data and we can do something with this data. And also Cadabra have its own BGPlay platform. We use the RIPE NCC BGPlay. So if there is an accident and routing incident, network operators in Indonesia can track, can show the historical incident, what's happened in the past time. And the interesting part is the microservice called Ragno. Basically, it's a portal for the statistic, the data we get from the Cadabra. Ragno is still in beta, but we expect to launch it in the Q4 of 2020. It can help JPNIC member to track the growth of the resource and also the growth of the RPKI in the real-time manners, because it updates in the near real time. We can see the sample here in the graph. We can see that in an internet exchange, there's some valid, unknown, invalid numbers. You can see in this that this data is improved or included in everyday manners. And then from our digital communication, actually during this COVID-19, we have higher member engagement. We have increased number of visitors to our website, and most of them is come from Jakarta. And we have also higher number come from our social media, from referral, and also a high number from the direct type. And this year, JPNIC also run a division called JPNIC Search. JPNIC Search and Houstmaster is a great combination, because that two division is exchange data. For example, if a chart division have a trouble with the email bouncing, it can be a signal for our Houstmaster to contact our member or to update and make sure the contact and who is updated. And abuse complaint mostly come from overseas, not from Indonesia. And the topic is the corporate infringement. We can see here the number is very high about the corporate infringement. This is that we get from the search operation in the past 6 months. And how we collaborate to support national internet development. We have two main things here. The first is RPKI deployment, and the second is IPv6 deployment. For APK deployment, there is a good news that the number of APK coverage is increased about the 5 times by compared by the last years. The last years we just reached 0.3%, and this year we get 31.9%. And JPNIC member now can create ROA from JPNIC portal, and this make the process of creating ROA more easier. And recently we also done our first RPK pilot projects is in the UNYIX. It's an internet exchange that consists of universities, government, and ISPs. And now it's the first ISP in Indonesia who dropped invalid ROA. You can see in the peering DB, you can search. For IPv6 readiness, it's quite low for Indonesia. We can see the number is quite low, 0.41. But the current status of IPv6 in Indonesia is just waiting for the big player, because this number come from we get from the JPNIC website, and the counting is based on the population. And you can we know that the population in Indonesia is very high. So when the big player is ready to IPv6, and then the number will be increased significantly. And the good news is one of our major telco in Indonesia is now testing their IPv6 implementation. And for the training and workshop, actually during this COVID-19 pandemic, is forced us to cancel our all offline workshop and to replace it with webinar. We run the webinar on Zoom platform, and the special thing is the participant can also do a hands-on lab. So not only passive webinar, but the participant can do hands-on lab, just like they follow an offline workshops. And the last 6 months, we have held 3 webinar series, and the total of event is 12. And we can get more than 2,000 of live stream viewers. This number is much higher than when we held offline workshops. So actually, COVID-19 makes our member engagement is increased drastically. And the special thing is we develop a platform. It's a virtual platform based on DNS3. It's an open source platform, and so the webinar participant can access their machine via a jump box. And the last is we also do some cooperation with JPNIC. The last assignment that we get from JPNIC is we work for the ISN and sub-account reconciliation. As we know, currently ISN allocation on my JPNIC doesn't belong to any sub-account. And IDNIC is coordinating with JPNIC to reconcile that IS number, to make them and assign them to a sub-account. And to help this process, we develop a custom web portal so our team can easily do the reconciliation. Okay, I think that's all about IDNIC in the past 6 months. If you have any question, you're welcome. Okay, I will pass back the mic to the MC.
Thank you, David. That was a great presentation. Now I'm just going to check if Billy is back on with us. So Billy, are you there, and does your audio work?
Yes. Yes, it's working now. Can you hear me, Melody?
Yes, I can. Please take
Yes,
the
great.
floor. Yes, awesome. And introduce the next speaker. Thank you.
Yes. First, I'd like to thanks IDNIC for sharing the status of Indonesia. And next speaker, I want to introduce next speaker, Wen Yu, for making presentation about Taiwan status. And also, I just wanted to remind one thing, since we are running a limited time, please keep the time limit as a maximum 10 minutes. Thank you. You may start when you.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, please go ahead, Wen Yu.
Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Wendy from JPNIC, and today I will sharing JPNIC update. Our presentation divided into 4 parts. Firstly is about statistics of JPNIC's IP members. We have 299 members with various service types, include fixed network and mobile networks. Statistics so far. JPNIC has allocated 132,636/24 IPv4 address. And JPNIC has allocated 2,530/32 IPv6 address. Most of our members have obtained IPv6 address. And the Taiwan IPv6 user availability is 46.25% in August this year, and the global ranking is number 8. We hold 6 times IPv6 training about IPv6 website upgrade and the security training until the end of August 2020. And the JPNIC IPOPM was suspended once in first half year of 2020 because of the COVID-19. So we held the JPNIC IP member meeting and the RPKI training on June 29, 2020. There are 30 attendees. Agenda include JPNIC and the JPNIC policy update, IPv6 and the RPKI status update, and the RPKI training. And the Taiwan RPKI global ranking statistics to September 2 is number 10. And the Asia ranking is number 4. The percentage of RPKI is 98.63%. And in conclusions and the future works, JPNIC have 70 more members until the end of August 2020. We encourage and help the Taiwan ISP and the service provider to manage the ROA to increase the ROA coverage gradually. We will hold the IPv6 RPKI training and the activities this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Wenyu. Thank you for sharing the JPNIC status. Do we have any questions or comments on her presentation? Otherwise, we can just ask in the separate chatting window, or in the end of this session, we can ask again. So I would like to introduce next speaker from JPNIC, Oan Ongwen. If you're ready, you may start.
Okay, thank you, Billy. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Oanh from JPNIC. Hi, Billy, can you hear me? And how about my slide? Can you see that?
Yes, we can, Oan. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you, MC. And also, I would like to inform you some information about JPNIC update. The first in my presentation for our new vision, and the second I will talk to you about our activity and some database based already on our resources and also upcoming plans and events in the next future. And as you know, we are finished. Yeah, we are 20 years, and also we take care for not only for IP and AS number like NIR, and also we are a CCTLD manager for .vn, and also we take care for the DNS and VNIC in Vietnam. After 20 years, in the next few years, we will have a new vision, and we have the 7 main tasks. The first is for information infrastructures. The second is the internet resources, and also the third is the memberships, not only for IP member but also for registrars and VNIH members as well. And we would like to have many forums like VNIC, VNIC and DNS forum for Vietnam community. And also we will have to give more information to our community and increase relationship between VNIC and another NAR and another with VNIC and another international organizations. And yes. Sorry. And we hope that in the future we improve our ability and our contribution to our members. And some information for our activity. As you know, we have the meeting, engagement meeting between JPNIC and VNIC because COVID-19, so we can't come to the JPNIC office, so we have the online meeting, and we are very happy to have a lot of information and a lot of contribution from JPNIC members. They help us to discuss and also to inform us about the international justice management policy for hot matter session, and also we focus on the who is a top PKI, IRR, RDNS for technical session, and another for the JPNIC Foundation. We're very happy to have the engagement with JPNIC, and also we would like to thank for JPNIC staff for help us to a lot of information and sharing your experience how to build NAR's own system. And we hope that in the future we will keep the engagement. About the IPv6 deployment in Vietnam, we have just completed the Vietnam National IPv6 Action Plan. So up to now we have the 40, we have the use of IPv6 for Vietnam is 43%, and with a lot of user members from ISP, and we are ready to a new version for the IPv6. The new version, we will focus on the IPv6 for governments, and we will support the government in the 5 years, in the next 5 years. For the IPv6 for government program, we have the three tasks, 3 activities. We support and promote government agency to register IPv6 and IPAS numbers for building your own IDC, and also we will have them to buy a training course by online and offline, and also we support them to during the to have a planning, or also during the have a transition from IPv4 to IPv6. You can see in the screen, we also build and create the format IPv6 deployment plan for a government agency with 10 steps and three spaces. And also for IPSIC, we also joined an ASEAN project. The project between 3 countries, Philippines for DDRM, Brunei for Smart City, and Vietnam, we take care for IPSIC part. And we also hold the first workshop for IPSIC and Smart City. And I would like to thank you again for York to come and share your JPNIC information for how to improve the rest of IPSIC in ASEAN regions. And thank you again. And also, I would like to share with you about the JPNIC. We changed the model of JPNIC, not only for ISP, but also we explain for IP members. So in this year, we would like, and the target for the member, we hope we have them 50 members. For delegation IPv4 and IPv6 to our members, we just, you can see in the chart, the number of IPv4 and IPv6 in Vietnam increased per year. And up to now, we have the more than 16 million IPv4. And in this year, we have more than 59 plus / 23. Yeah, and also in IPv6, we have more than 21 plus / 32 and 15 plus for / 48 to our members. For IP members and AS number delegation, we also, up to now, we have 494 members. And in this year, we have more than 57 new members. And also the AS number, we have to delegate to our member 371 AS number. In the future, as you know, because the COVID-19 and some activity, we will change from the activity meeting in person to the online meeting. So I hope that in the future, we will improve the engagement between JPNIC and JPNIC. And the second, we will launch JPNIC Academy on September this year. And another JPNIC NOC, we will host the JPNIC NOC online meeting in this week. No, not this week, sorry, in this month. Yeah, also we have, we will launch JPNIC Internet Atlas on October this year. And also we have happy to the training course with LANIC for IPSIC and DNS. And the sixth activity in this year, we will complete the ASEAN project for IPv6 part. I hope that the project will help the ASEAN region. Like IDNIC, maybe after the project, you can know more about how to promote IPv6 in your country and also in ASEAN regions. And also, we would like to have a online meeting between KeySign and JPNIC to improve our relationship in this year. And also as activity basically on the IPv6 for government program. Yes, that's all. And I hope the information will be interested you. And I'm very happy if you have any question. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, that was a really nice presentation. As you said, I can notice that because of pandemic situation, lots of meetings and activities going online. If we don't have any question, then maybe we can go for the JPNIC presentation by Daniel. I also wanted to say, Daniel, I would like to thank you for taking this session and to start. Thank you. So you may start if you're ready, Daniel.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Daniel. Please go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. The JPNIC update covers the listed aspects: Internet development in China, the membership, IP address, and the S number allocation status, training program, and the latest China IPv6 deployment status. First, I want to share some data about the Internet development in China. JPNIC released the latest report on Internet development in China on April 28th. According to the report, Internet users in China has reached 904 million by March 2020. The Internet penetration rate has reached 64.5%, with a growth of 4.9% compared to that at the end of 2018. The mobile Internet users have reached 897 million, accounting for 99.3% of the total Internet users. The proportion of using mobile phone to access Internet continued to rise. By the end of August 2020, we have 1,399 members, which covers ISPs, IDCs, ICPs, cloud, e-commerce, transportation, energy, manufacture, education, and other industries. As for IP and S allocation, by the end of August 2020, JPNIC has allocated more than 332,000/24 IPv4 addresses, more than 18,000/32 IPv6 blocks, more than 61% of our members already obtain IPv6 address. About S allocation, JPNIC has allocated more than 1,000 S numbers. Due to the impact of novel coronavirus pneumonia, our training plan has been delayed. We plan to organize 2 online training programs by the end of this year. Each training session lasts 2 or 3 days, which with a scale of 100 people. Finally, I'd like to share with you the latest IPv6 deployment status in China. On August 28th, the 2020 China IPv6 deployment forum was held. A white paper on the deployment of IPv6 in China was announced. According to the white paper, by July 2020, China holds more than 50,000/32 IPv6 addresses. IPv6 active users have reached 362 million, accounting for 40% of the total Internet users. The top 100 commercial websites and applications have all supported IPv6 access. The IPv6 international inbound and outbound bandwidth has reached 90 Gbps. That's all I want to share with you today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Zen. I really appreciate your help in preparing this workshop, in collecting materials and inviting speakers, and also for your presentation as well. I would like to go for another presentation. This from JPNIC, Hiroshi Kawabata-san. If you're ready, you may start. Thanks.
Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Hiroki. Please go
Yeah.
ahead.
Thank you. Can you see my presentation file?
Yes,
Okay.
Hiroki.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Hiroki Kawabata from JPNIC. Today, I'd like to share with you about JPNIC upgrade. I'm glad to have this opportunity to share with you about our activities. This is a brief outline of my presentation. I don't have enough time today, so I focus on our activities. As you may know, we are also affected by COVID-19. Government announced about 70,000 cases have been confirmed as of September 4. Many confirmed cases are found in big cities like Tokyo and Osaka. Now, the number of them are increasing slowly. In March and April, there were too many confirmed cases. Based on this situation, the government declared the emergency situation from April 7 to May 25. The Prime Minister and government strongly asked us to stay home. Many office workers were working from home, and the students were also studying from home. This declaration and the situation after this affected the various events. In this year, the Olympic and Paralympic Games are planned to be held in Tokyo in this year. But judging from this situation, postponed to 2021 next year. Next slide is about impact on JPNIC. In JPNIC, after this March, almost all staff are working from home. We have about 30 staff, but in this time, less than 5 staff go to our office. In addition to their daily operation, they do some tasks such as checking for some mail, stating the register stamp on contract documents. After March, our daily operations are almost unchanged. Any states in Japan were not locked down, and our office was not closed on working days. One of the exception is included by telephone. We are now suspended this. Sorry. Big change is hosting events. Some events were canceled and many events were switched online. We host a technical event, Internet Week, every year. We have just this event in this year will be held in online format. Even this situation, we have collaborated with several communities. This slide shows the record of collaboration with other communities during this time. As a general rule, we made a presentation from our office in Tokyo. At first, we made a presentation at the topic meeting in the northeast region of Japan. Many of their members, their committee members manage legacy resource for university's network. Therefore, we have shared with them about IPv4 transfer and management of legacy resources. Second is the Yamanashi Security Study Group. Yamanashi is located near Tokyo. We introduced the freeze and IP address management to them. Many of them are working for ISP and security-related companies, so we were able to provide useful information to them. Last is a journal meeting. Journal meeting was held in Okinawa in this August. Many attendees joined remotely. JPNIC and JPNIC supported this meeting as a sponsor. The next topic is JPNIC Corporation meeting. Now, JPNIC Corporation meeting is moderated by Japan Open Policy Forum steering team, who is an independent organization from JPNIC. This meeting was held last June and full remote format, like a JPNIC 50 meeting. Sorry. At this time, there is no policy proposal and there are 3 informational sessions. You can see this meeting agenda in this slide. The steering team and JPNIC will continue to hold it online after the next meeting. We are discussing how to confirm a consensus in online. About the implementation of Prop 125 in JPNIC, the working group, which was established by the steering team, has confirmed the report and sent it to JPNIC. JPNIC is now working for implementation. Next topic is IPv6 deployment. In this time, we will introduce the status of IPv6 enable ratio for fixed and mobile networks. First is fixed networks. In Japan, many people use FLETs provided by NTT and as a line for connecting to the internet. The subscriber can access to the internet by combining the FLET and the ISP services. The number of FLET service subscribers are about 22 million as of August in this year. About 75% of these subscribers are IPv6 enabled. Next is mobile. There are 3 major mobile operators in Japan. According to their statistics, IPv6 enable rate in mobile networks are 35.4%. In the future, it is expected that this IPv6 enable rate will further increase as their equipment and end users' mobile phone are replaced. The last topic in my presentation is 36. I'll introduce this briefly. If you want to see the details, would you please visit the JPNIC 50 website and check my presentation file. You can see the current status of members, distribution by IP address and base number, market transfer, IRR, and RPK in this slide. The big change is RPK. The coverage ratio of IPv4 has increased more than 30%. This is because the largest ISP in Japan has begun registered IPv4 ROAs. That's all from us. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Hiroki.
Billy, I think you just accidentally muted yourself. Can you try again, please?
Hello. Now, can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, great. Yeah, I just told. Thank you, Hiroki. And do we have anything to add on his presentation or any questions? No. Anybody? Okay, then otherwise, I wanted to take advantage of the rest of the time. Since we have about 10 minutes, I also want to share the pandemic situation in Korea. Just like JPNIC does, Japan does, Korean government recommend working at home and, remote and the working at home. And also the KISA, my company also practice working at office. We take turns, like only about 1/3 or 50% are working, and the rest of it working at home and take turns. We do that. And also recently I read the report from JP Morgan, and the report says the report highlighted the situation, pandemic situation in Korea, because the second wave just hit Korea. By this August, there was the confirmed cases of COVID-19 was 16K, but we thought we are managing, but like mid August, it started again. The report says there will be another 8K by the start of November. So the COVID, currently we don't have a vaccine or like a permanent solution to end this crisis. So the report says the crisis, it will come as like a wave, it will come again and again. And the report says also it's going to take another 18 to 20 months. And hope other NIRs and other countries can manage this situation. And also hopefully I want to see you guys as face-to-face in a face-to-face meeting. And also, I personally like the section of JPNIC presentation. Kawata Hiroki-san shared this pandemic situation and practice that Japan government does and the country does. And I think it's very good and interesting, helpful for maybe for other NIRs as well. So next time, hopefully I can hear more news or situation from other NIRs as well. And that's what this is all I wanted to say. And others, do anyone want to say something about anything? Please, raise hands or type something on the chat, because we still have 8 or 7 minutes. Anything? Okay, it looks like we've done. For today's workshop, and I want to close the meeting for today's meeting. It was new experience for me as well, and after all, I really enjoyed. Anything to add, Melody?
Thank you, Billy. That was a very great session with all our NIR speakers. And thank you so much, Billy, for your patience in trying to sort out the technical issues. I would just like to say that we will run a poll right now. It is just a really simple poll for you to let us know how you felt the session went. So while you are rating how the session went, I would just like to, again, thank you, Billy, Zenu, our co-chair, and also to our NIR speakers. Now, if you have any other further questions for our speakers, please email conference@apnic.net. Now, I hope you have finished the poll. I would just like to announce that right now, we will go to another 15-minute break before the APNIC products and services session. and also our technical session 3. In the meantime, how about joining our social space as we have a Meet the Speaker session later? And you can also network and socialize with other participants and the speakers. The link is shared on the Zoom chat if you are interested. We hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you. The meeting closed. And Melody, I just, do you have any social tonight? Just kidding. Okay, take care, everyone. Hope to see you guys next time, face to face. Thank you.
Thanks, Billy. See you
Bye.
at the virtual
Bye.
social. Bye-bye.
Yeah, take care. Bye.
Thank you very much.